Walk through any healthy forest, scrape your hand across the soil, and you'll instantly feel the difference. It's soft, springy, dark, alive. It smells rich, almost sweet, and it crumbles like cake in your fingers. So, how does nature do it? And how can you copy it? The answer is simple, ancient, and almost effortless. The forest floor method. Instead of turning, flipping, or forcing decomposition like most composting methods, the forest floor relies on layering, slow breakdown, and the constant work of fungi, microbes, insects, and earthworms. When you recreate this process in your garden, you unlock a source of living, self-renewing soil that feeds plants for months, sometimes years, without fertilizer. This method creates soil that stays moist longer, grows stronger roots, and supports healthier ecosystems. And the best part? You can do it using materials you already have. Before we recreate it, we need to understand the magic behind it. So, a forest floor is made of several constantly renewing layers. First, there's fresh leaf litter. Then, you have partially decomposed leaves and twigs. Below that, you find humus, which is the dark, spongy layer. And under all of that, there's mineral soil enriched with microbes and fungi. Rain, worms, insects, and fungal threads all work together to weave these layers into living, nutrient-dense earth. There's no tilling, no watering schedules, no fertilizer, no maintenance. Honestly, it's the ultimate low-effort, high-reward system. The forest floor method, well, it mimics this exact structure, turning your garden beds, pathways, or even containers into mini forest ecosystems. Traditional compost breaks organic matter down fast, but it requires, oxygen, moisture, turning, and heat management. The forest does not do this. Instead, it just stacks materials. When you layer organic matter gently on top of the soil, it breaks down slowly and naturally. This type of decomposition, called fungal dominant decomposition, is actually the key to creating that deep black forest humus. Here's what you'll need. Dry carbon, like leaves, straw, or shredded cardboard. Green nitrogen, such as grass clippings, kitchen scraps, or green plant trimmings. Wood materials like small sticks, wood chips, or bark and soil or compost to inoculate with microbes. So, this method actually works in any season, but honestly, it's especially powerful in late fall, winter, or early spring, basically, whenever you've got plenty of dry materials available. Alright, step 1 is to start with a wood base, which kinda mimics the natural branch drop in a forest. Just lay down a thin layer of small branches, twigs, bark, or even some coarse wood chips. What this does is create air pockets, help with moisture retention, and set up fungal pathways. You can really think of it as the skeleton of the forest floor. Alright folks, now we're moving on to step 2, which is all about adding a carbon blanket, also known as the leaf layer. So what you want to do next is pile on leaves, shredded paper, or even some straw. It's pretty straightforward, but really important for our composting process. Leaves are kind of the magic ingredient here. They break down into humus better than any other garden material you could think of. So, aim for a solid 4 to 6 inches of leaves. Trust me, they'll work wonders for your compost. Moving right along to step 3, we're going to add a thin nitrogen layer. This is where grass clippings or some green plant debris come into play. You don't need much, just about half an inch to 1 inch should do the trick. It's all about balance, right? This kickstarts microbial activity without causing odor or anaerobic pockets. It's like giving the system a gentle nudge to get things moving smoothly. Step 4. Add soil or compost, often referred to as the forest inoculation. This acts as the seed layer for microbes and fungi. And remember, you only need a dusting, not inches. Just a little bit goes a long way. This layer introduces beneficial organisms, speeds up decomposition, and prevents pests. It's a triple win for your system. Step 5. Repeat layers. This part is totally optional. If you want a deeper, richer bed, just go ahead and repeat the carbon to nitrogen to soil pattern again. Step 6. Finish with a protective leaf mulch. Top everything off with dry leaves or wood chips, kind of like how a forest canopy drops material each year. This simple layer helps prevent drying, nutrient loss, weed germination, and those big temperature swings. And now, you wait. What happens next will amaze you. Within just a few weeks, the bottom layers start to soften as fungi begin weaving through the material. Worms move in next, and then, beetles and microarthropods follow. By month 2, the soil will smell rich and feel, spongy to the touch. By month 4, you'll see more earthworms, more mycelium, faster plant growth, better moisture retention, and, less compaction. And by month 6, you'll have a brand new layer of black forest humus forming from the bottom up. This method is, self-watering. It's also self-fertilizing, self-renewing too, and honestly, it's virtually maintenance-free. Once you build a forest floor bed, you rarely need to do it again. Just top up with leaves each autumn, just like nature does. So, the forest floor method is, honestly, incredibly versatile. You can use it to improve raised beds, fruit tree rings, berry patches, and even walkways between rows. It's also great for new garden beds, dead or compacted soil, container gardens, and, even native plant beds. It works in clay, sand, loam, and even rocky soils. Why this beats traditional composting? While composting is fast and controlled, the forest floor method offers benefits compost just can't. More fungal activity, better moisture regulation, long-term nutrient release, less maintenance, no turning, watering, or managing heat, and it builds soil structure, not just nutrients. You're not feeding plants, you're building an ecosystem. So, here's the final takeaway. If you want soil that doesn't need constant care, soil that feeds itself, copy the one system that's worked flawlessly for millions of years, the forest floor. Just layer your organic materials, step back, and let nature take over. The result? Deep, rich, living soil your plants will thrive in for years.